I'm one of the people who didn't have to get up early this morning to make this show. I just was.
Tell us
I was
why.
one of the guys you found lying on the floor in the other room when you came in. Actually, well, we finished playing in Syracuse last night about 1:30 or something, and just drove down here. I think we were, except for you, Vin, the first ones to arrive or something.
Yes, you were. Thank you for coming, Rod MacDonald.
As a galley slave, I was given a name that had nothing to do with my own, and learned to give twice for my bed at night, and again when the morning had come. And there was an old one among us whose eyes seemed fixed on afar. And I remember the night he stood watching that light from that most brilliant star, and then breaking his chains in a frenzy and stealing a sword from a guard. He said, "Show me the way to Calvary, or I'll kill you right where you are." Care nothing for politics or for the meaning of the stars in the sky. I said, gather that key up and free me, and I'll fight by your side till I die. We didn't know then that the firstborn were being slaughtered in Palestine, as we murdered our way to a lifeboat and set into the dark maritime. After 3 days we landed in mountains. I said, what shall we eat as free men? He said, show me the way to Calvary, and you'll never go hungry again. First winter in the mountains, huddled like wolves in a cave, as the snow formed its blanket of silence. I swore I'd no more be a slave. Oh, he heard all of my boastful speeches by the side of our pitiful fire, but his ears always seemed to be listening to a music he heard somewhere high. And to me, who knew nothing of wise men, who believe in no God you can't see, he said, show me the way to Calvary, and no chains will ever left him to fend for his own self, except for that promise of mine. So we abandoned our mountain shelter for the long walk to Palestine, and I came back and found him a-dying, as I'm standing with blankets and wine. With a grip of iron he held me so close I could see through his eyes. And he said, show me the way to Calvary, and we'll meet again in paradise. stood there, the last of my line to survive, and I watched him climb up that mountain with my own eyes barely alive. And they hung him right there in that sunlight, and they wrapped up his body in white. And I felt that old man there beside me as I cried all the day and the night. Now you with your young years before you must see for these old eyes of mine. Oh, show me the way to Calvary. I've come to the end of the line.
To let me